that come in our feminine care products. But guess what, ladies? The relaxers link to fibroids. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact. A lot of our hair care products. How often do we look at our hair care products and see what's in them? How often do we read the labels to see what's in that shampoo, what's in that conditioner, what's in that gel, what's in that dye, that hair dye? How often do we look at those labels, right? We know also that, just having a buildup of acid in our body, which is called acidosis, that leads to fibroids and cysts, right? Cysts is another big problem that we have surrounding feminine health, right? And so when the body becomes very acidic, what the body does as a protection is it creates these pockets of fluid in the body. And those pockets of fluid are trying to cool the body down because it's burning up from the acid. Did y'all know that? So even having a buildup of acid in the body, acidosis, can lead to fibroids and other issues. But I'm going to talk about something that everybody needs to know. And some of the women earlier that were speaking touched on this, but we're going to do a deeper dive. We're going to do a deeper dive because we are being systemically poisoned. Yes, I said systemically poisoned because these pad manufacturers, okay, people that make these right here, people that make these right here, the panty liners, people that make this right here, the douche, people that make this right here, these feminine sprays in the feminine wash. Hello, somebody. People that make these right here, the tampons. Guess what? A lot of these manufacturers are loading these products full of chemicals. So that's one system, right? Then you got the other part of the system that when you have all these problems like I had, right? When you have all these problems and you go to them, they don't want to help you get to the root of the problem. What do they want to do? They want to operate on you. They want to medicate you, right? That's another part of the system. It's all about what? Money, right? So the other part of the system, of course, is the pharmaceutical industry. When girls have bad period, I even talked to some of these girls in elementary school, right? So, I taught middle school, even talking to some of the girls at the elementary school, they're getting birth control to regulate their periods. Oh, my baby got such bad periods. She bleeding all over the place. She cramping so much. I just put her on birth control. You got middle schoolers getting on birth control to regulate their periods. You got middle schoolers, which I call and elementary schoolers, which I call our babies, getting the shot, the depot shot. Are y'all hearing me? Not just adult women getting the depot shot to regulate their period or to stop their period altogether because their periods are so horrific. They're getting the depot shot, but even our middle school and even some of the the upper elementary girls are getting the shots. Let that sink in. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna let y'all just let it sink in and let it marinate what I just said, y'all. Because they're having bad periods. So it's a machine, y'all. It's a machine. You got the manufacturers putting the poison all up in here, right? The doctors just want to operate on you. The pharmaceutical industry want to just medicate you to death. And it's just a vicious cycle. Nobody is truly getting helped. Nobody is truly getting healed because it's all about what? Money. Let's get into some of these chemicals, y'all, because you know what? We got to set the record straight right here. We got to set the record straight. First of all, I always talk about this right here. Okay, I always talk about this, the secret chemicals found in pads. We're going to do a deeper dive into this right here. We're not going to just talk about this. Because when people see this graphic, a lot of people see this and they say, oh, yeah, it's just those, 4 things in there? That it's bad, but it ain't too bad. No. I'm about to break this all the way down for you. So yes, there is styrene found in car tires and our pads. Yes, there is chloromethane used in petroleum refining. Yes, there is acetone. Yes, there is chloroethane used in styrofoam in a lot of these conventional pads. Yes, there is. But I'm about to show you some other stuff that you probably didn't even know. And guess what? You are going to be shocked and appalled You are going to be irritated. You are going to be upset. You are going to be enraged, especially if you have children. Because what these pad manufacturers are doing, in my opinion, is criminal. It's uncalled for, and they need to be locked up in a cell and fined for what they're doing. But again, we have to be on our legislators about making sure that these pad manufacturers, and not just the pad manufacturers, the ones that make the feminine wash, the feminine wipe, the douches, the sprays, all of that, they have to be held accountable for what they're doing. But I'm about to show y'all something. Listen, when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I was ready to just throw my computer out the door. But let's do a deeper dive, right? So I've already so let me back up. So this is a organization, nonprofit organization, okay, called Women's Voices for the Earth. All right, I've talked about this. If you follow me, I've talked about this a lot, but let's get into it. So their website is womensvoices.org. I highly encourage you all to go to this website, because you are going to learn so much. Go up here to the resources section, go to the reports, and go to the fact sheets. You are going to learn so much from this website. I'm telling you, you're going to be mad like I was. Okay. So what they do is they test a lot of different products to expose the chemicals that are in the products, and not just feminine care. They do a lot of testing on cleaners, detergents, a whole bunch of different stuff, right? Just to expose the secret chemicals. But let's go into this right here. So they test for this particular site, this page that I'm talking about right now. We're going to be talking about the tampons, the pads, the panty liners, even the menstrual cups. How many people that you know think that they're making a safer decision by wearing menstrual cups? We're going to talk about that. All right. So these are some of the things. This is a timeline of testing, and we're going to see the different things that they have found in these products. And then we're going to uncover what some of them actually mean and what some of them actually do to the body. Because we see these words and we're like, okay, well, what's that? Okay, what does it do? Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm about to break it down for you. Okay, so let's first of all look at this word dioxin. They tested 4 brands of tampons. They found dioxin in there. Dioxin is a byproduct of pads, panty liners being bleached, tampons, all that being bleached, going through a multi-step bleaching process. That's a byproduct. Dioxin causes cancer. Dioxin causes reproductive problems. Dioxin causes developmental problems. This word right here, furance. Let me break that down. Furance causes cancer, skin disease. You ever wonder why sometimes your skin is irritated when you wear these feminine products or use these feminine products? Furance, okay? Changes hormone systems, okay? Causes changes in the development of the fetus. It even is affecting how unborn babies are being developed in the womb. It decreases the ability to reproduce, suppresses the immune system. How many times have you seen a woman, whether it's someone you know, someone on reality TV, somebody in a movie or what have you, having to go get IVF? Throw me some comments. Okay, Jessica said, I don't think those cups are safe either. Toxic shock syndrome, yes. And yes, there is toxic shock syndrome caused by the menstrual cups. We're going to talk about that. Trish said, our vagina is being treated like a guinea pig. That's right. Walking with my legs open from the irritation, had many miscarriages. Yes, a lot of this is due to this foolishness that they put in the dang on pad. So you see a lot of people, especially now, like it's becoming so common for women to be having all of these fertility issues. So many women are having problems getting pregnant nowadays. Furance decreases the ability to reproduce. Boom. There you go right there. Dioxins and furance. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, here we see Styrene, chloromethane, ethane, chloroform. I just talked about this stuff right here. But look, this is one that I didn't talk about. Chloroform. Do you see what I'm seeing? They got chloroform in our pads. Are you crazy? Are these people nuts? Chloroform. Let's keep moving. Phthalates. Let's talk about what phthalates are. Phthalates is something that makes plastics more durable. So, in order to make plastics more durable in a product, that means plastic has to be there in the first place. Can somebody please tell me, why is plastic in our pads? Why? Why are they in the panty liners? Why is plastic in the tampons? When they disrupt our hormones, throws our whole endocrine system off. Plastic? Oh, are y'all hearing me? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, let's keep it moving. Chlorine. Bleach. Yes, they bleach the products. Okay, let's keep it moving. Pesticides. Glyphosate, which is a pesticide, main ingredient used in pesticides. Roundup, does that sound familiar? Everybody know Roundup, right? Glyphosate is found in, that's the main ingredient found in Roundup. How many of you all have seen an ad on television or on Facebook of people doing class action lawsuits because they've gotten cancer from Roundup? That's what this is. That's what this is right here. And where do they find it? In 4 brands of pads, 4 brands of panty liners, and 5 brands of tampons. This don't make no dang on sense. This is ridiculous. Halogenated organic compounds. These are flammable, reactive, and moderately to highly toxic chemicals. Now, let me read that again. Let me read that again for the people in the back. Okay, people in the back who didn't hear me the first time, let me say it again. Halogenated organic compounds. These are flammable, reactive, and moderately to highly toxic chemicals. And they putting them in our pads and panty liners and tampons? These people must be crazy. All right, let's keep moving down the list. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Oh, let me go back. Where was Triclosan? I think right here. Boom. Let me talk about this right here. Triclosan is an antibacterial agent. And in many countries, triclosan has been banned. Let me tell you why it's been banned. But has it been banned in the good old US of A? I'm going to let you answer that question. Let's talk about triclosan. According to the FDA, triclosan alters hormone regulation in animals. It might be harmful to the immune system, and it may contribute to the development of antibiotic-resistant germs in the pads, and the panty liners, and the tampons. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How y'all feel so far about what I'm reading? Give me some comments. Give me some comments. What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel so far about what I have been reading to you and saying to you? Okay. Jessica says we digest Roundup. Okay, Trish, think about if it's not safe for animals, why are we being made to use these products? That's right. This is crazy. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Oh, right here. 641 pads and panty liners had styrene, benzene, dichloromethane, hexane. I'm gonna tell y'all what all this stuff is. Chloroform, trichloroethylene, toluene, ethylbenzene, and xylene. First of all, when you see stuff like this and you can barely pronounce it, or you don't have any type of idea what it is, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be something that you should not be involved with. Hello, can I get an amen? Hello. All right, so let's talk about what benzene, and see all these chemicals that have that E in E. at the end. Okay, I'm a chemistry major. I haven't practiced it, but I know a little bit, still know a little bit about this stuff. When you see that E and E, so like styrene, benzene, hexane, not the hexane, trichloroethylene, toluene, all this stuff is in the same family. Okay, so let me read. That's right, Shana. They don't care. They don't care. That's right. Poison our bodies systemically. Let me tell you what benzene is. Because see, benzene is in the same family as all these other stuff with them E and E's. Okay, let me read this. Hold on. Let me put my teacher glasses on. Let me put my glasses on. Okay. Benzene. Bear with me. Let me read this. So y'all can get a clear idea of what these people are doing to us. Benzene is a clear, colorless, highly flammable, and volatile liquid aromatic hydrocarbon with a, let me get up close to the camera, with a gasoline-like odor. Did you hear what I said? Whew. Benzene is found in crude oil and as a byproduct of oil refining processes. In industry, benzene is used as a solvent, as a chemical intermediate, and is used in the synthesis of numerous chemicals. Exposure to this substance can cause neurological symptoms and affects the bone marrow, causing aplastic anemia, excessive bleeding, and damage to the immune system. Benzene is a known human carcinogen and is linked to an increased risk of developing lymphatic and hematopoietic cancers. I think that's how you say it. Acute leukemia, as well as chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Did y'all hear what I just said? Some industries use benzene to make other chemicals, which are used to make plastics, resins, nylon, and synthetic fibers. Benzene is also used to make some type of rubbers, lubricants, dyes, detergents, drugs, and pesticides. Benzene is also a natural part of crude oil, gasoline, and cigarette smoke. I'm pissed. Uh-oh. I don't switch my screen. I'm pissed. And this is not my first time hearing of this. But this is crazy. Okay. There's one more I want to. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple more things real quick. Then I'm going to move on. Because I feel like I'm probably beating a dead horse at this point. But hold on. Okay. So look. So we talked about pads. We talked about tampons. We talked about panty liners. But hold up now. What do we see new on the screen? What do we see new on the screen? The good old menstrual cup. So a lot of people say, you know what? I want to be environmentally friendly. I don't want to keep, waste, building up waste in the landfill by throwing out all these pads and, tampons and panty liners. So I'm going to do something good, right? I'm going to use a menstrual cup. And plus, I don't feel like, just feeling like I'm wet and I don't feel like dealing with the blood and all that stuff. So I'm going to put on a menstrual cup. And everybody means well, right? It seems like it makes sense. But hold on. Look at this. Oh, let me take a breath, Jesus. Lord, help me. Formaldehyde. Now, this is what they find in the menstrual cups. Formaldehyde. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce a lot of this stuff because I can't. Okay. Yes, I was a chemistry major. I went to Clark Atlanta University, 1996 to 2000, and I majored in chemistry. But guess what? I can't even pronounce all this stuff. So now I'm not even going to try. But look at all this foolishness. You know what formaldehyde is. Benzophenone. That's one of the in the family as the benzene. We just talked about that, right? The benzene. Look at all this stuff. The silicone. Look at all this stuff they found even in the menstrual cups. Look at down here. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. We talked about that. The pesticides. We talked about that. Dioxin, furans. They even finding this stuff in the menstrual cups. Heavy metals. Look at this. In the menstrual cups. So God dang it, it's like nobody's safe out here in these streets with these companies. It's ridiculous. So look, let's just do a little math, right? Let's just do a little math. So 24 hours in a day. Let's say, yes, it is a shame and criminal, Miss Anna. Houston, we have a problem. Yes, we do, Charmaine. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's too much. All right. So let's say, okay, we got 24 hours in a day, right? On average, you know, the average cycle is about 5 days. Now, we know some people bleed less days than that. Some people bleed more, you know, if they have some type of situation going on. But on average, we're going to say 5 days. Okay. 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 120 hours. 120 hours a month. We're sitting on this stuff right here. 120 hours a month. We're sitting on this. Let's take it further. 120 hours a month times 12 months. That's 1,440 hours per year. Now, let's just say the average person is on their cycle for about 35 years. You know, some more, some less, of course. So let's just say average of 35 years, right? You may start when you were like between 10 and 15. You may get off around 55. 60, just, 50, somewhere up in there, right? So we do that 1,440 hours times 35 years. Do you know how many hours in our lifetime we're sitting in this foolishness? And if we use tampons or if we use menstrual cups, we have this foolishness in us. It's 7:42. I know it's that late. Let me hurry up because we got another person coming on at 8. Okay. That's 50,400 hours of life. 50,400 hours of life that we sit in this mess right here. This got to stop. This right here, it's got to stop. Let me stop my share. It's got to stop. And so how do we stop it? We stop it by making healthier choices. Okay? We stop it by paying attention to what we put on in our body, right? We have to stop the foolishness because these people don't give a darn about us. Only thing they care about is what? Money. Okay? So we have to share we have to educate ourselves. We have to be our own advocates, right? We have to share the information, right? We have to encourage people to make healthier choices, right? So you've heard people come on all day. We all advocate for this product. Right? We all advocate it because it's safe and healthy. It's not going to poison you. It's going to help you have a comfortable period. So we gotta spread the word out about making people more aware and more self-conscious. Okay. And then, just letting people know that there is something out there that's safe. Right. And so one of the things that I do, of course, I educate about it. I tell people about it, all the time. I also do donation drives. Right. I have one going on right now where we're blessing 9 organizations with healthy products. And guess what? 4 of those organizations are schools. 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school, 1 high school right here in the city of Atlanta. That's about 6. They have about 1,600 students. So about, 40 to 60% of them are girls. So that's over 1,000 girls that we'll be able to bless with safe and healthy products. Can you imagine being on your period for the first time, getting in something safe and healthy like this and never having a cramp, never having heavy bleeding, never having a clot? Isn't that amazing? That's what we want to give these girls. Okay. We also have 5 shelters that we're giving to, 1 here in Atlanta and 4 in Buffalo, New York, which is my hometown. And if you want to see the interviews that I did with those shelters, please look at my page. Have videos on there where I'm talking about all of the great work that they're doing. And they're also giving their reactions in terms of how period poverty affects those that they serve and how it is a much needed item. A lot of people don't even donate feminine care products when they give to homeless shelters. And when they do, they're giving this right here, this poison. We're not doing that. Okay. So with my hygiene drive, this is what we're giving them. Okay. Something safe, something healthy that is going to help them. So if you would like to donate, please let me know, because we got 9 organizations. We got to help y'all. 9. And we have a big old goal, but we can definitely do it. Everyone who donates does get something from me. This is the donation drive that gives back. Every single person that donates gets a sample pack of rain pads. You donate $40 or more, you are entered to win $500. Business owners who donate, you get a free logo animation or an animated flyer from me. That is one of my talents, one of my skills. And then there's also other great prizes. You can look on my SaveOurJuiceCharity.com page for more information. So if you would like to donate, please let me know. But most importantly, we have to spread the word about this foolishness right here. We have to encourage people to make healthy choices, and we got to break the cycle, because obviously the government doesn't care much about it because they don't have any legislation. They're not regulating these companies. They're not making these companies accountable. And so the pad manufacturers ain't trying to do right either. So we have to be our own advocates, and we have to help each other. So thank you all. I'm so sorry that I ran so late. It's just something I'm so passionate about, and I could just talk about it for hours. But thank you all for listening. Happy Menstrual Hygiene Day. And let's make sure we are spreading the word about crushing period poverty, ending period taboo, ending period stigma, and normalizing periods. So if you would like to help me raise money and get these pads to these 9 organizations, 4 of which are schools, 5 being homeless shelters, please DM me, or you can visit SaveOurJuiceCharity.com. Thank you all for listening, and peace. Share this video.